Reigning Eureka and Inter-Dominion champion Don Hugo had a stylish workout in between races at Club Menangle today in readiness for his assignment here on Saturday night. I caught up with his trainer Luke McCarthy to gauge that particular trial and also his thoughts moving forward. Bruce, thanks for joining us. Don Hugo, a very stylish hit out in between races.
Yeah, he worked quite nice. Like he sort of hadn't had doubles on since Hunter Cup, so I just thought I'd give him one little brush up, and yeah, he worked really good.
Just on the Hunter Cup, Luke, his effort in defeat was outstanding.
Yeah, he went good, and he covered a lot of extra ground, and initially I was probably a touch disappointed, but on the clock he ran his own last mile on 150 and wasn't on the fence. So yeah, I still thought he ran a good race, and we're looking forward to the Miracle Mile Carnival now.
The format of that race has certainly stood up. The performance of Max Delight in winning here in Captain's Knock, running second behind Max Delight, certainly coming out of the Hunter Cup, both outstanding efforts as well.
Oh, of course, they're both top horses, and Max Delight's probably in career best form. He's going as good as he ever has. He's flying, and Leap to Fame, obviously champion. He's won that Cranbourne Cup, and Swayze ran a huge race again. So yeah, they're all top horses, and a lot of it's going to come down to luck in running and barrier draws, but hopefully we're right there.
The barrier draw's been kind for the free-for-all on Saturday night over the 2,300 metres. Luke, gate 2 inside of you, it's Merlin, the Star Kiwi.
Yeah, good draw, and it'll good to sort of line up against It's Merlin and see where it's at as well. And always good quality races, these free-for-alls, especially this time of year.
No doubt with Don Hugo's effort tonight, you just keep ticking the legs over.
Yeah, he'll look forward to Saturday, and I just thought he thrived on the runs through the Inter-Dominion series, so I'd just give him a run this week, and of course the heats for the Miracle Mile next week, and hopefully he's peaking for the final.
Over to the third on the card, Luke Dashing has drawn wide. The effort here last week was outstanding. Had a checkered passage all the way down the running, finishing 7 metres in running fifth to the Janet, which was outstanding in scoring. Yeah,
he went really good. He probably, had he just lobbed a bit closer, he almost wins it. So he made up a lot of ground, and a little bit of an awkward draw, but I think he's certainly going well.
To the fourth event, and just as well, consistent and coming off a seventh to our Luciano.
Yeah, she's just an honest mare. Will actually said she was unlucky the other night, got held up bad. So I think once the carnival's over and that the quality of fields lighten off a bit, she'll be winning one straight away.
Got Major Perry also going around the same race as Don Hugo. He's building towards a win, but not in this particular race. His past two runs have been good.
Runs have been good, just outgraded here in the open, but just keep following him. Once he drops back in grade, he'll be nearing a win.
The Paleface Adios, as you would expect, has attracted an outstanding field. You're driving Kingman for Emma Stewart. No stranger to this particular horse. You've driven him in a couple of placings at Melton.
Yeah, really nice horse. His run here Saturday night was massive. Like Ash had no luck on him at all, and still hit the line really good. So with coming up with a good draw, I think he's a great winning chance. Yeah,
he drew running gate 10 and running 7th to the stablemate Bay of Biscay. So as you mentioned, that draw all important.
Definitely, and there's not a lot between these top end 4-year-olds, and barrier draws are very important.
Over to race 7, the Trot Constantinople has found his mojo once again, Luke.
Yeah, his last two starts have been super, and couldn't have went any better. Josh drove him here last time, he went super, so a little bit harder with Oscar Bonavina there, of course, but he'll run a good race.
Yeah, throw London to a brick. We don't know which London to a brick's going to turn up, but certainly he's an exciting type. But Constantinople will be very hard. Hesitate went around today, Luke. Very impressive in winning the 7th.
Yeah, he was good, and his manners were really good today. We made a mistake there first up, but he trialled good last week and come out one really nice today, so we'll look forward to the Derby heats next weekend.
The 26.8, that last 600 metres, scoring by 7.5 metres. Just getting back to that run 2 starts ago when he went off stride. Did the wet conditions play any part of that, Luke?
Possibly. He went he came out of the gate that quick and got ahead of Always Hot, and as soon as he did, I eased him. Maybe he slipped, or he just sort of come inside his hobbles a touch. So just changed a little bit of gear, and he's been good at the trial and again today. So hopefully his manners are spot on for the Derby. You
would have been delighted with the performance of Iku Smiling here last week. An emphatic win. Blake Fitzpatrick said she was strong over that last 400 metres. He was very excited by the performance.
Yeah, she's a super mare, and she's just held that form right through from 3 to every season, and third up from a spell on Saturday. She'd finally sort of reached that match fitness, so couldn't have been happy with her run. We'll nominate her for the Miracle Mile heats next week. Exciting times ahead, Luke. Yeah, it's always good, these big races and carnivals, and you just got to hope you've got horses good enough to be in them, and we've got a nice team building towards it. As always, thanks for doing some overtime. Thanks, Mike.